Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. TGIF, we made it to Friday. It is November 3rd, the morning of. My name is PK, and on this channel, we look at new releases each week, and each day we look at a different genre. Fridays, we kind of play catch up and see what catches our attention, but also do some more cozy mysteries because there's always a lot of them. Let's see how everybody's doing. Hi, Mary. Good morning. Happy Friday. Another chilly morning. Ooh, 25 and frost on the ground. Supposed to hit 68 today. Getting ready for the show. Lots to do. Absolutely, you have a lot to do. And you said there were a lot of vendors there. So, wow, that's going to be a good one for you. We're supposed to maybe get into the 60s today. I'm very happy that it didn't get as cold this morning because it rained a whole lot yesterday. But this morning it looks like we're in the 40s to start with. So, it's not going to be icy, which makes me very, very happy. All right. I hope you and so Mary's doing a show. I've got reading sprints tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's about it. Other than that, we're just gonna lay low and recover. And I feel a sneeze coming. Excuse me. All right. Well, I was getting things up and running on here. I saw a couple books that weren't listed in the sites that we had looked at, but they might be worth noting for being released this week. We've not had rain in months and months. Really, man. Snow, rain, we've had it. Usually we've been in a drought. We don't complain when there's water, but we complain when there's water. Okay. Well, let us jump into this is a book I saw was released this week that we wasn't listed in the romances. I think it's a romance. The Graham Effect by L. Kennedy, first in the Campus Diaries, probably a young adult. It is Kindle Unlimited, and it has almost 500 pages. Good for her. Them, whoever it is. Gigi Graham has exactly three goals: qualify for the women's national hockey team, win Olympic gold, and step out of her famous father's shadow. So far, so good, except for two little things. Fine, a little thing and a big grumpy thing. She needs to improve her game behind the net, and she needs help from Luke Ryder. Ryder is 6'5", built, opinionated, rude, and sexy as hell, but he's still the enemy. Breyer's new hockey co-captain has his reasons, though. The men's team just merged with a rival program, leaving Ryder with an angry roster where everyone hates one another's guts. To make matters worse, the summer coaching spot he's angling for with the legendary Garrett Graham is out of reach after he makes the worst possible first impression on his hero. So really, this compromise with Gigi is win-win. He helps her make the national team. She puts in a good word with her dad. The only potential snag, this bone deep, body numbing, mind spinning chemistry they're trying to ignore. It's a dangerous game they're playing, but the risks just might be worth it. Somebody should let Tiffany know about this one. She likes hockey romances. I don't know the spice level, but that is definitely up Tiffany's alley. I might check it out too. You never know. And then this one wasn't listed in the fantasy books. Jennifer Armentrout is a very big name in fantasy. And this is third in the Flesh and Fire series. It is over 600 pages. Again, good for her. And I was double checking. Yeah, it was released on Halloween, so I don't know why that wasn't in the fantasy ones. I don't think we talked about it that I recall. Uh, a fire in the flesh. The only thing that can save the realms now is the only thing more powerful than the fates. After a startling betrayal ends with both Sarah and the dangerously seductive ruler of the Shadowlands she has fallen madly in love with being held captive by the false king of the gods, there is only one thing that can free Nyktos and prevent the forces of the Shadowlands from invading Delos and igniting the war of primals. Convincing Colas won't be easy, though, not even with a lifetime of training. While his most favored revenant is insistent that she is nothing more than a lie, Colas's erratic nature and twisted sense of honor leave her shaken to the core, and nothing could have prepared her for the cruelty of his court or the shocking truths revealed. The revelations not only upend what she has understood about her duty and the very creation of the realms, but also draw into question exactly what the true threat is. However, surviving Polis is only part of the battle. The ascension is upon her, and Sarah is out of time. So a little romance, a little fantasy, and we'll finish with some cozy mystery. Yes. You can tell where they put their publishing money at. Coffee's required. Just a minute. Okay. I know we did that horse one. Did we do this one? I don't think so. Did we? Sometimes they start to sound alike. This is Kindle Unlimited. Murder in the Library by Martha Bond. A murder mystery at the manor. After months of travel, former maid Lottie Sprigg returns to Fortescue Manor in the rolling hills of Shropshire. Her arrival coincides with a celebratory dinner to mend a family feud, but the flow of champagne dwindles to a trickle when a body is found in the library, because that's where they always are. Who committed the atrocity? Suspicion falls on several characters, some above stairs and some below. The local detective has his work cut out, and Lottie feels sure her sleuthing skills will help. With her trusty dog companion Rosie, she embarks on the task. But detective work can be dangerous, and when the killer strikes again, Lottie realizes no corner of the Fortescue Manor is safe. Keep in mind, these books were released around the 31st, so they're still going to be witchy, Halloweeny-ish. Beyond Your Witchiest Dreams by Sarah Bourgeois. Ninth in the Broomsticks and Books Cozy Mysteries. It is available on Kindle Unlimited. Daphne Alcott thought her quest for truth ended after she returned home from an alternate reality. But when a mysterious stranger dies on her doorstep, clutching a clue, I have a clue. Daphne realizes the past isn't ready to let go. With the help of her best friend Elizabeth and her familiar Dolly, Daphne dives back into Shadowwood's dark underbelly, chasing leads that take her from her greatest enemy to an unexpected ally. But powerful, ruthless forces will kill to keep long-buried secrets hidden. Determined to expose the truth and get justice for her family, Daphne plays a dangerous game. Will she solve the mystery and take down the villain who shattered her life? Or will she lose everything and everyone she holds dear? Not unless the author's planning on ending the series. A familiar problem. We just read that. Hold the phone. Same author, different series. Okay. By Sarah Bourgeois. This is 25 in the Familiar Kitten Mysteries. Definitely a cozy. Trouble is brewing in the magical town of Coventry when witches' familiars start disappearing without a trace. Local witch Kinsley teams up with her sheriff husband to get to the bottom of the mysterious pet nappings before it's too late. With Mary in peril, Kinsley must confront a dark force threatening to sever the sacred bonds between witches and their magical companions forever. Aided by ancient symbols, a band of brave witches, and some sneaky sleuthing, Kinsley unravels a twisted plot that could destroy everything she holds dear. Will she defeat the darkness in time, or will Coventry's magical community be fractured beyond repair? I've not read this cozy mystery series, but I have heard of it, and definitely the authors. Syrup to No Good by Catherine Bruns, second in the Maple Syrup Mysteries. Let's double check that date. Yep, and a very pretty cover. Spring has finally come to Sugar Ridge, Vermont, and with it the end of syrup making season. But Layla Curry, new owner of Sappy Endings Farm, won't be making like molasses anytime soon. Her best friend Heather's wedding is coming up, and Layla will do anything to make sure it lives up to all her sweetest dreams. Even with Layla's own romantic past stirring up trouble, everything is going to plan until the bridal shower ends up with a body count. Heather's rich and backstabbing aunt had a whole orchard of enemies, so Layla will have her work cut out for her. Can she tap the killer pit before Heather's dream wedding becomes a nightmare? Includes delicious Middle Eastern recipes. You wanted to get near the beginning of a cozy mystery series. I forgot to grab my phone. Now, this title had gotten my attention. Over My Dead Blog by Sarah E. Burr, first in the Book Blogger Mysteries, Kindle Unlimited. With review requests piling up for her popular book blog, Winnie Lark should be reading, but when her movie star brother arrives for a visit, Winnie must place a bookmark in the pages of her normal life. Winnie thought her seaside cottage in Copper Bay, Massachusetts would be the perfect spot to reconnect with her twin. Instead, Strider Lark becomes suspect number one when a local reporter is found murdered outside Winnie's home. With the spotlight on her brother, Winnie takes a page out of the mysteries she loves and launches her own investigation. Harnessing her tech-savvy skills and bookish knowledge, Winnie thumbs through a trail of cryptic clues in her charming harborside town. It's a race to the last page to unmask the culprit before Strider goes from leading man to dastardly villain. Or worse, the killer strikes again. I would check it out. See if the writing is up. If it's not too silly. That's kind of my first measure in cozy mysteries. I'm sorry, they can be silly. Maple syrup harvest this year's way down. Could be scarce, so if you need some, get it now. Both Canada and Vermont have shortages. Ruh-roh. Heads up. Haunted Hijinks by Sarah Christine. Cookies, charms, and two Prince Charmings. Addie would have never thought in a million years that she would end up working for the Ministry of Witch Hunters, not that anything else in her life has gone exactly as planned. Now she's in Seattle, solving multiple murders with Spooky by her side. Soon, whether or not she can trust witch hunters becomes the furthest question from her mind. Instead, she'll ponder the following. Can simple charms be powerful enough to kill? Can she choose between Logan and Nicholas? And most importantly, can cats become spies? I don't know. Hexes and Enchantments. Kindle Unlimited by C. Clatworthy. Book 5 in series. If Jessica Fletcher worked in IT, lived in the UK, and had magic, you'd get this series. Just when you thought things couldn't get any stranger in the Cotswolds, a string of enchanted objects makes Omensford residents act out fairy tales in the worst ways. So the last thing Fee needs is her suffocating ex to turn up and distract her from solving the mystery and her budding relationship with a certain doctor. How can Fee confront her feelings of inadequacy, put her ex in the past, and decide if she can commit to a new relationship whilst also finding out who's behind the evil enchantments? This book is for you if you enjoy small town mysteries in the UK, cozy urban fantasy with lots of magic, strong female characters, slow burn romance, snobby dragon familiars. Wow. Snobby dragons. Halloween Palooza. Under 100 pages. Take a look at the cover. A Cream and Sugar Cozy Special by Melinda Craig. It's a novella. It's a nightmare before coffee. That's cute. Could be part of a regular series. Let's click. Let's explore. It's Friday. Yeah, there's 4 in the series. Cup of Chaos. 124 pages. Still kind of skimpy. But if you want a quick little cozy read, there you go. Melissa Day, Eye on the Ball. This does not look appropriate for this time of year. And it looks kind of young adultish too. Altus wanted to do with play softball. Why do dead bodies have to keep showing up? But what's with that vampire in the outfield? Oh my gosh. When the annual Dead End Florida softball game ends up with 3 strikes, shape-shifting Tiger Jack and not quite vanilla human Tess, with the help of family and friends, have to be sure they're not the ones who are out. And when a very pregnant witch comes to town, the poisoned popcorn is the least of the town's problems. But never fear, Jack and Tess are on the case, because sometimes it takes a tiger's eye to see the truth. If you want a last lingering taste of summer while the World Series is on, that's something to check out. Mayhem in the Mediterranean by Cheryl Dugan, third in the Ocean Cruise Cozies. It's under 100 pages. Cute cover. Moving on. Sorry, we have a 100-page rule. Those are the rules. Criminally Ungrateful. Kindle Unlimited by Courtney Flagg, second in series, under 100 pages. Cute cover. Moving on. Death Near Kentmore Abbey. Come on, author, put more time in it. It doesn't say. Fourth in Star O'Brien mystery series. This is by Martha Keeney. Very awesome cover, though. I would go there. Doesn't come out till November 28th. Why is it here? Why are they messing with me? Because it's Friday and you can do it. November 30th. Look at this, but it's under 100 pages. Full Tilt Murder by Tori Lennox. Kindle Unlimited. Pinball. Cute cover. Moving on. Stake Through the Heart. Seventh in the Jordan McAllister series. October 31st. We're safe. And it's over 100 pages. We're safe. By Liz Lipperman. Seventh in Jordan McAllister mystery series. Jordan McAllister's brother, Danny, is in deep trouble and has been jailed in Amarillo after a night on the town at the local cowboy bar. Danny had awakened in a seedy motel room next to a naked woman with a steak knife protruding from her chest. Since Danny's fingerprints are all over the knife and his DNA is under her nails, he's charged with the murder of Carlita Fontaine, a dancer at a local strip club. Now Jordan, along with her quirky friends and new fiance, Dallas FBI agent Alex Moreland, race to Amarillo to try and find a way to help her brother out of his dire situation. Meanwhile, Alex, on leave after a near-death experience in the jungles of Mexico, as does, is asked to assist the local FBI in locating the origins of a more dangerous version of fentanyl. a version that's been being laced with an animal tranquilizer and responsible for a large number of drug-related deaths. As usual, Jordan, along with her sidekick Victor Rodriguez, can't help herself and begins to help play sleuth behind Alex's back. What she and Victor discover is that Carlita had a whole lot more going on than just dancing half naked at a strip club. And their list of suspects with valid motives to want her dead increases by the day. It doesn't take long for Jordan to catch the attention of someone in the shadows who doesn't want her snooping around, and the stakes become real as she finds herself in a fight for her life. These are listed as cozy, and this is what I used to consider cozy. These are amateur sleuths. I think the cozy definition these days, um, you'd go there in a heartbeat. Oh yeah. Um, is more of the, I would call them cute. And perhaps this stake through the heart would be considered more of a, but it's not really a traditional mystery because they are typically using professional sleuths. Manicures and Murder by Carrie Lynn, third in the Texas-sized murder mystery series, Manicures and Murder. When Lacey Baker's best friend, it is also Kindle Unlimited, is murdered only weeks before Christmas, the salon owner realizes that not all is what it seems in her small town. After an attempt is made on her own life, Lacey finds herself not only thrust back into the world of rodeo she thought she left behind, but also into the arms of her ex-fiance, Cody. With the time running out, one mistake is all it will take for everyone to come undone. Oh, and I hear my phone going off, and I can't go get it. So we're just going to hear it in the background. Driving us crazy. Well, I thank you very much for stopping by or watching it later. Yes, subscribe. um, have a very good Friday. Have a very good weekend if I don't see ya. And we do have sprints tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there. It goes for 5 hours. Bring your own book, work on a project, clean, take a nap, whatever you want to do. That's your time. So everybody, please have a good rest of your day. Hope to see you Monday. We'll be looking at Cozy Mysteries again, but it'll be the ones that are released next week. And I got to get that phone turned off. So goodbye, take care. And as it says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom. God bless.